Well, another remarkable Victoria athlete. Ryder Hesjedal remains in third place at the Giro d'Italia. Ryder finished today's stage 6 in the main pack, crossed the line in 16th spot, and he trails the overall leader, Adriano Malori, by 17 seconds. Miguel Angel Rubiano Chavez of Colombia won today's stage. Tomorrow, another 205-kilometer ride through the mountains with an uphill finish. James Bay getting in one final practice before the Rounsefell Cup. That game goes Saturday in Vancouver. The provincial final is familiar ground to the Bays, but it's their first trip back since 2009. Coach Pete RUSHTON has guided the Bays to 4 BC finals, winning 3 of them. The Bays won a squeaker of a semi-final last Saturday versus Burnaby on a pressure kick by Connor BRAID. And if the game comes down to last-second heroics, the James Bay boys like their chances.
That's why Connor gets paid the big bucks, right? Is to kick those goals. So yeah. I mean, that's where championships are won and lost, right? Is with goal kicking.
You know, if we went into a final after blitzing a couple teams by a bunch of points, then we probably wouldn't know how to come out with the win. So we were down by 1 point with about 4 minutes to go in the last game. I think we learned a lot from that and just kind of dug deep, and it was gut check time for the boys, and they pulled through. So I think it's prepared us really well.
For whatever reason, the Bays have always worn the black hat in BC Rugby, but it's a role they relish. Despite finishing first in the CDI Premier League this season, they've got to beat Capilano on their home field in the final.
We're taking that like, it's a pretty cool challenge, and it'd be nice to beat them at their own park in the final, and they'd hate us even more after that.
You guys kind of like that villain role.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was more probably older generation. They thought James Bay was a bunch of heads and stuff like that. So I think it would be really good for the team to come off with a win and hopefully pull off the victory for the island.
1, 2, and squeeze, 2, 3.
There's plenty of talent at the Nanaimo Ice Center this weekend. The Nanaimo Clippers are holding their annual spring camp. 120 young players between the ages of 16 and 18 received the invite. They've come from the USA, Alberta, and from around the province, looking to impress Coach Mike VANDEKAMP and company. Now, those players that do will be rewarded with an invite to main camp later this summer and could even find themselves in Clippers colors at the start of the season.
Every year that I've had a spring camp, I've found one player who's ended up playing on our team at least. So I think it's pretty good. It seems like a long shot for a lot of kids, but it's such a big hockey world out there. There's no way that we've seen all the kids play. So that's exactly why we send out the invitations and then sort of open our doors to have a camp like this, is to try to find a sort of, as I said earlier, a diamond in the rough. We've got open spots. We had a pretty average season last year. So as far as I'm concerned, we got 22 open spots. So it's wide open to make the Clippers here coming up, and we're hosting obviously the Western Canada Championships next year, and we have to build a championship team, so this is the first step.